So we're just getting it set up. So today's Friday the 13th. It's been a pretty good day for me, to be honest. It's lovely out there, lovely blue sky. The temperatures today, I gotta get them in. See, I've done it today. I remember to check the temperatures. It's 28 in the shade, so that's not bad. But I do think now the switch is coming, because in the basement I'm not even putting the fan on now. So looks like the switch is going next week. And I've got David. He's the top man. Everybody else, the top people. Jazz, you nearly made it, but you didn't. But today, I haven't got a lot to talk about today, except this is some. Now, usually I do a chat about something, don't I? Somebody asks me a question, and we have a chat about it. But today it's a little bit different. It's a bit about feedback. So it's really hearing from you guys what your thoughts are on this. Now, this is John. John's from good old Scotland, and so yeah, as he says, he wants some feedback. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But anyway, today's Fish and Chip Friday, but I'm not getting any fish and chips because last night we went out for a meal. And usually when we go out usually about once a week for a meal. And obviously, so today the fish and chips are off. So we're probably going to get pizza. But yeah, Fish and Chip Friday. Don't forget, if you come on Camp Soul, there's loads of places selling it. We got Cat Spa. I think Towels do it as well. Then we go over the other side. We got the Black Ball. And I think some, like a diner, I think they might do it. And then you got the golf club. They do it. They're all doing it. And if you go over to Casada near Torrevecca, amazing place. You can get amazing fish and chips over there, I must say. But anyway, today, as it's Fish and Chip Friday, we're not having any. Last night I had Cornish pasty with baked beans and chips. Yeah, that was it. Lovely, very nice. Cornish pasty, can't beat it. Not the proper Cornish pasty, I might say, but still handmade. Yeah. So anyway, over at Anna's. So, how we doing? Yeah, I talked about. I think the switch is going to happen next week, because looking at temperatures next week, guys, if you're coming over, it's still going to be lovely in the day, but I think now you might need to put a coat on or a jumper on in the evenings, because it's just starting to get a little bit chilly. In the morning, I'm still going out in my t-shirt and shorts, but I did notice these past couple of mornings, it's getting a little bit chilly, but not yet. I think we've got a lovely weekend. Let's be all right next weekend. I still haven't seen any forecast about rain, but I can definitely see the temperatures are dropping next week. So anyway, going back to John's question, he wants some feedback, really, and what the feedback is about. Now, what it is, he's retired. Him and his wife are moving over to Spain to live out their rest of their lives, I suppose. But they're leaving their kids behind. And when I say kids, they're not kids. They're young adults. You know, I'm talking about sort of late 19s. Can you get late 19s into the 20s? And they find it. Is it a worry? I mean, that's what they're asking. Is it a worry? And how do you, mum and dad's out there in Spain, how do you cope? Now, for me, because I know my daughter's watching me, because she's a top lady, and the kids, because they're lovely. I mean, we chat on. What do we chat on? We chat on something. Oh yeah, we chat on. I think it's FaceTime. It's not FaceTime. What's it called now? It's called something else. I got an Apple product. I think it is called FaceTime, isn't it? Thinking about it, yeah, I think it's FaceTime. We chat on FaceTime, and that's pretty good. You know, I can see the kids. I can see all their teeth missing. Yeah, I mean, to me, yeah. I mean, I went over last December to see them all. God, it was cold. God, it was. I mean, and also they sacrificed their bedroom for me, so they're top people, I must say. Yeah, I know my wife misses the kids. Now we got kids all over the place. We got kids in the UK, we got kids in France, and we got kids in Germany. Now, I'll be honest, my wife pays more visits than me. Maybe it's a man thing, I don't know. But I know the wife, she would wish that she's with him, but you can't be with him all the time, unfortunately. It's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, you got to live your life, guys. You know, I think that's the way I look at it. You know, you've done, I wouldn't say you've done your bit, but you brought your kids up to as best as you can, and then you just sort of have to move on, don't you? I know some mum and dads, yeah, they live down the road from the kids and they spend their life doing that. Unfortunately, that's not me, unfortunately. But you know, I mean, when you retire, you know that you haven't got that long to go. Really, you've sort of gone past the halfway mark, and obviously bits start to go wrong. So you want to enjoy what's left of your life. I mean, all my main family is my mum and dad. They're all sorry, I shouldn't say that. My stepmum's still alive, but my dad and my other part, still got my brother. He's still 2 brothers. I've still got them hanging on. So yeah, yeah, good question, John. And I'm sure there's a lot of mum and dads out there that do worry about leaving their kids behind. Now what they've done, they've given their kids, when I say kids, he calls them young adults, a place to stay. So I mean, they are looked after. But yeah, it's, you know, it'd be interesting to see what you lot think about leaving your family behind. Obviously, I mean, the main thing is also back in our time. I'm talking about sort of 80s, 90s. Cost of flights to Spain, because my parents moved out to Spain late 70s, and going to visit them on a plane was really expensive. We didn't have all this cheap stuff in those days, and which is hard to believe, isn't it, back in that time. I mean, I can remember doing a 2-week visit to my mum and dad living in Malaga on a flight, and it cost us well over 600, and 600 in those days was a lot of money, and you had to have insurance with the airline company. I mean, they're all ripping you off those days, and I think it was Freddie Laker. Freddie Laker was the guy that started to make budget holidays, and thanks to him, the prices. I mean, now, I mean, some of the airline prices, 30 quid. I know you got things like, I mean, obviously it's 30 quid, and then you got getting there to the airport, maybe hiring a car. You got all those extra costs, but it is slightly cheaper. I mean, one thing here in Spain, but not where we are, they've got high-speed trains now. I mean, they're all in, I think I just saw something today about the Olympics in France 2024, and they're trying to get the Madrid line to Paris finished by the Olympics. They said it's possible, but that'd be amazing. And most of the high-speed trains here in Spain are French owned anyway, and they do seem to do some good bargains. I wouldn't say that they're that cheap, because I have seen some prices where we could catch a high-speed train, say from Alicante up to Barcelona. You know, so you can go do it a day. Obviously, it's getting to Alicante is the main problem, because here, the railway station, our nearest station here is Toltana. I tried to do a video a while back. I thought I'd see if we can catch a train from Toltana to Alicante Airport. Well, that all went pants, because of when we got there, you've probably seen it was during the COVID times. They were shut. They're updating the line at this very moment still. So we catched a coach from Toltana to Murcia. When we got to Murcia, there were really limited trains from Murcia to Alicante, only to find out also, even though Alicante is like an international airport, hasn't even got a train going into it. You've got to catch a coach. So we didn't do it because the times weren't right. So yeah, we didn't do it in the end. So it's just, hopefully in a couple of years' time, when that line's back up again, I'll try it again. But unfortunately, because it was during the COVID times, even though everybody on the coach and it was packed, I caught COVID again. so I wasn't impressed, and that's probably the first and last time I catch a coach. But hey ho, I might, once the train line's open at Toltana, whenever that's going to be, should be in a couple of years' time, I'll try it again on the train. Because another good thing about train stations at the moment is they're free. So I mean free. I mean the car parking. So we can park your car. Some people do that. Some people park their car in the train station and leave it there for the week, and then do it that way. But that's that. So anyway, going back to John's question. So yeah, it'll be interesting to hear from your end, guys. What do you do when you leave your family behind back in the UK, or especially you foreign people, the US? And I know there's a lot of French out there watching me now, and I've got Swedish, I've got Netherlands. There's a lot of Netherlands people want to move to Spain, and I know they all watch me as well. So what do you say about leaving your kids behind? I can imagine some of the replies, but I think a lot of you still miss them, obviously. Anyway, that's it. Today's Friday the 13th. Touch wood, nothing's gone wrong yet. Anyway, I'll just turn it around quickly, because you see me all this time. This is that pot again. And there you are. Look at that, eh? Amazing. This time of year, we still got that blue sky. Obviously, we hadn't had a lot of rain, and I've noticed when I went on the Camp of Soul Explorers the other week, the water is well down. So another issue. And I noticed we get a lot of water leaks in the area. That's another issue. But anyway, so that's that. So anyway, weekend's upon us, and he's saying, as he says, he's checking out his t-shirt there. So yeah, don't forget, Sunday, it's the free sticker Sunday. Now, somebody contacted me today. They got their sticker. I don't know if it was Glenn. Glenn, if it was you, let me know. I think it was. Anyway, somebody contacted me then by email to say, Sean, we got your sticker. But I got a horrible feeling I did that a couple of weeks ago. And I think Tilly's dad, yeah. So it looks like, why it takes 2 weeks, God knows. And even they put a price up. Yeah, so the person before you, Tilly, has got their sticker. So that gives you a good sign. So hopefully next week you get your sticker. Why it takes 2 weeks? I thought these days we got planes that fly stuff over. Sounds like we're sending it by donkey. Anyway, don't forget, Sunday, it's free sticker Sunday. Tomorrow is the weekend because it's Saturday. Weather's looking good. So, as always, adios amigos. Oh, wow, I got 26. Oh, I was doing a thumb up beyond the screen then. I'll do it. I've got 26 in the house, 21 likes. That's amazing. Anyway, adios. Keith has said it. Adios amigos. Catch you tomorrow.